Sylvie. Okay, I guess you like him. He doesn't seem big and studly enough or something. Okay. All right, so if you would like to talk about why Jacob is better for Bella, anybody?
Jacob's better for me.
If you're a Jacob person who wants to take the mic for a minute to explain to all the people who, like Edward.
What? You're storytelling.
I need a Jacob person and I need an Edward person.
I would take an hour. I'd be like, well, first off, I don't know who so I'm not
I think we all need to be enlightened because apparently there's more people that like Edward. So let's hear the real reasons why she's going to end up with Jacob in this book that's coming out in 35 minutes. What's your name? Okay, I'll give you the mic and you're going to tell people why.
Well, I didn't know I was defending that she was going to end up with Jacob because honestly, I'm pretty sure she ends up with Edward. But ideally, I do think that Jacob would be the best candidate because, let's see, okay, we know Edward is physically perfect. We can't argue with this. But sometimes, isn't he just a little too perfect? Jacob has flaws, and that to me makes him more likable and human and real. And Jacob's relationship to me seems much more real and realistic and endearing. Because Jacob, unlike Edward, he does not try to change Bella in any way. He accepts her and loves her for who she is. And he doesn't go around making decisions for Bella like Edward does. Edward can occasionally be very possessive and controlling. I think that Jacob, while he is flawed, has many more great traits that balance that out. And like Edward and Bella's relationship is all about physical attraction, which is fine. But I think that, yes, they have that deep, they have the idealized, fairy tale almost relationship, which is great. But to me, yeah, I just feel that Jacob and Bella's is a lot more, I don't know, interesting and complex because it's not so perfect. And, yeah.
She made some really good points there. I thought the same thing when I was reading it sometimes. Why does he keep making all decisions for her? Stand up and be alone. Okay, but I like him too. Okay, let's hear Edward's side. Step in the middle so we don't slow down.
So we all know that Edward is perfect.
Beautiful.
So emotionally, he's there for Bella all the time.
Except for when he
Jacob is kind of off running around with his furry friends and so okay, Edward is there. Even though he might go hunting, he's still there for her. And emotionally, he's with her. He's totally with her. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And he has a nice car. I mean, you could resist a nice car.
Sorry.
Yeah, and Jacob, his temper kind of messes with Bella a little bit, I think. It just messes with her, and that kind of wears her down. But, Edward he's so supportive of her. Yeah, that was for oh, good. Yeah, but
Does anyone else want to stand up here? Not everybody, just you. Are you? Not you. One behind you.
we're teams.
he left her, he did it to protect her, and every day he risks his life to love her. Like he may do other things to protect her and he's overprotective because he wants her to live each day with a normal human. He doesn't want to change her, he wants her to be her. But it's her decision and he's got to accept it. And he does.
That's a man!
Okay, so come on down. Come here. Is your Jacob here? Okay, Edward up first.
Okay. So why Bella should be with Edward is because, like we said before, Edward's perfect, blah blah blah. But what happens when Bella goes off with Jacob and they get married and he imprints on someone else? What happens then?
This is going on YouTube. Oh! Jacob on!
Okay, so I think Jacob makes a better man for Bella, even though I wonder to myself. Jacob makes a better. Okay, she has to die to be with Edward. That's so dumb. She no. I know all of Eternia and all that stuff, but she can like die with Jacob. That's forever and eternity. And even though he might imprint on someone else, Edward can't give her what she needs.
I just want to know, has anybody seen the Twilight trailers?
Hey, and did we all see the part where James goes, "Oh, you brought a snack," and Edward's face was all like, "I'm gonna protect you"? Yes! Okay, Jacob can't do that because he wasn't there.
And then, if Jacob imprints on someone else, Edward is always there. And plus, isn't Edward always the one who's there to protect her, like when James is gonna kill her? Isn't he always the one that...
The blue shirt.
Okay, so I'll give a red new moon, right? As far as Jacob not being there for the whole baseball scene, Edward wasn't there for like a whole book, dude. We all are aware of the fact that New Moon was basically Edward's midlife crisis. Am I wrong? I mean, Jacob, everyone's like, oh, Edward and Bella are going to live together young and immortal forever. Have you not realized the blessing it is to be able to grow old with someone? Yeah! Why can't Bella have that with Jacob?
Okay, guys. I'm Swiss Roland. I love Jacob and I love Edward, but I think that Bella should be with Edward because Jacob deserves to be with someone that actually wants him back.
Okay, there's like time for... See, 2 hands, 2 more. 1, 2.
Let's see you here.
Redhead hands can come together if you must.
That was just fine. Yeah, nice work.
That was great.
See, that's why I'm wearing both t-shirts. So I'm wearing Edward and then...
Super cool and all buff and sexy. I really think that Jacob should be with Bella because like Edward's just like, Bella, I love you, Bella, I will never leave you, Bella, I'll always be here. He's got like no emotions. Like Jacob just like is like, yeah. Yeah. Sure. No.
Even though
Jacob is like,
Sure, sure.